guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Rim from rimsartsyvibes and I welcome you to a brand new episode which I'm sure you are thoroughly going to enjoy. So today I am going to do something really crazy. I am going to ditch all my brushes as I have challenged myself to complete an entire painting without using my paint brushes for even once. Yes, you heard it right. So I'm gonna be getting my fingers dirty and use them as my painting tool. Sounds crazy, right? So let's see what justice can I do to today's painting using just my fingers. So are you ready to ditch all your paint brushes and get into finger painting? So without wasting any more time, let's dive right in. So here I am keeping all my brushes aside, no cheating. So I am going to be using a canvas pad for today's painting and I have already secured all the four sides of the paper using a masking tape so that my final painting gets a very neat and tidy look. So I already have this feeling that today's process is going to be really exciting, and to be very honest, I am so nervous today. I don't know where this process and this entire technique will lead me to. It is either going to be a hit or a miss. Let's not get intimidated or dissuaded by that and get started. Ready, steady, go! Oh God, this is so much fun! I just love the feel of the paint on my hands, and I can also feel the texture of the canvas, which is really exciting. And I honestly think that finger painting is great for blending backgrounds. This also makes the process much easier because we can move more quickly, not having to deal with the brush, and I have plenty of time to get the paint blended just the way I want. Although in a more impressionistic way, there's no pressure for perfection. It is meant to be impressionistic or even abstract, so you don't get caught up in the details. Do you see how beautifully the paints are getting blended? When you are using a lot of paint and applying them in layers, always take that extra time to let them dry before you apply more paint. In this way, you won't have as many issues with your complementary colors mixing to the point of muddiness. I'm doing the clouds here, and this constitutes the second layer of my painting, and I had to let the first layer dry up completely before applying the second layer. And yes, always try to use harmonious colors. Harmonious colors live next to each other on the color wheel and help to prevent overmixing. If you have a good knowledge about these harmonious colors, then you can choose the best colors to finger paint and also avoid mudding up your colors at the same time, which is the most common mistake that people commit while doing finger painting. When people do finger painting for the very first time, they tend to mix up these complementary colors and the entire painting gets a very muddy effect. If you want me to make a separate video on color wheel and the concept of colors, then please let me know in the comment section below. Many people think that finger painting is solely for children. No, they are absolutely wrong. Finger painting for adults is a valid art form with so many benefits. Most importantly, it gives you the freedom to fully explore the painting experience without the pressure of perfection or the anxiety of proper brush technique. had a hard time doing the leaves here, guys, because when you are too used to using brushes all the time, then you are too addicted to that level of perfection every time you paint. But you know what, when we are painting with fingers, it is very important to let yourself go loose and not focus on the details much. This is more of an impressionistic approach to painting, and as I have already said, don't let yourself get caught up in the details, especially when you are doing finger painting. Now arrives my biggest challenge. How do I do these branches, guys? Wait, I have an idea. Let's use the backside of my paint tube to make the branches. What do you think? How was the idea, guys? Let me discuss with you the benefits of finger painting. Right off the bat, I want to let you know the fantastic benefits of finger painting because, my friend, there are many and even some that may surprise you. All the ways that finger painting rocks because it creates texture, Smearing paint around with your fingers gives your artwork fantastic texture that is super easy to manipulate, gives you maximum control because your fingers become the tool used to paint. You get a ton of control. You may have to focus on the positioning of your hand, but it's much easier than using a brush or a palette knife because you can go by feel. And it allows you to focus on fun and creativity. Just the idea of finger painting brings back childhood memories, right? And how excited we would be to paint. It brings us back to all of the good feels. It is also multisensory. It involves sight, touch, smell, sound, almost everything. Using your senses is a great way to practice mindfulness. It keeps your mind in the present and focused on what you are doing. It also gives you a sense of freedom because this one is kind of hard to explain, but finger painting means you aren't limited by what a brush can do, and it almost gives you permission to have fun and see what happens. And above all, it is extremely relaxing. This was the most difficult part of the painting, guys. I am going to make a boat. You can very well imagine how difficult it would be to do this without using any brush. As I said, no cheating, guys. So I'm not using my brushes here. I am using the same technique. I'll be doing this by using the back side of my paint tube. I know, guys, if you are used to doing realistic landscapes, then it is really difficult to let go of the details. But don't worry, it takes a little time to get into these impressionistic kind of landscape painting. But trust me, it's a lot of fun. And the final result is also very impressive. Yes, it's different, but it's impressive. I am totally in love with the final look of it, guys. The other day I was watching an artist paint with the help of just her fingers, and it was just another level of finger painting, guys. I just loved the way she paints each and every art piece. I don't think I can ever get to that level of expertise in case of finger painting, but she is absolutely amazing, guys. You can go watch out her videos as well. Her name is Scott, and I have already fallen in love with all her paintings, guys. Look at my super dirty and messy hands. So this was all for today. Let's get a closer look at it. Do let me know your feedback about today's experiment. Never be scared of experimenting with new techniques, no matter how good or bad the final result turns out. So always keep experimenting with your art, guys. So guys, what do you think about today's painting? Please feel free to share all your opinions down in the comment box below. And yes, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. So meet you next week. Till then, keep painting and keep enjoying your art journey. Bye.